and change in the midst of a sin-stained world. Now, in a sense, in a very real sense, this promise continues for us. God is really, we read it time and again, this is an everlasting promise, a new identity and a new purpose in life. And if it's an everlasting promise, that means that it's still in effect today. When we baptize people, and we'll get to the aspect of infant baptism in just a minute, but baptism, what that does is it communicates these same promises to us today. Now, I want to make this as real and as concrete as I can so that this isn't just abstract theology. Baptism assures us of who we are no matter what. It assures us that we are God's children. Some of us, probably many of us, have faced adversity in our lives at some point. Maybe it's going through a time of lengthy illness. And if you've gone through that, you know how spiritually wearying that can be. Some of us have experienced times of failure in life. Personal failure, moral failure, professional failure. And we begin to question, what's the point? What am I really here for? Or we maybe begin to question God's love for us. Some of us have gone through intense trials where our whole future is very uncertain. We had hopes and plans and dreams for how our life was going to work out. And then reality sets in. And all of a sudden, that whole future that you had dreamed for yourself is gone. What do you do in the midst of that? One of the things you can do is come back to this promise. Come back to your baptismal identity. Come back to the promise that God makes to you. I will be your God. I will be faithful to you. I will love you and provide for you and protect you and care for you no matter what. You are mine. You are my child. Illness doesn't change that. Death doesn't change that. Suffering doesn't change that. Adversity doesn't change that. Disappointment doesn't change that. Nothing can change that. God says, you are mine. You are my child. I will be your God and you will be my people. That's the promise. Now look at how God